Hello, fellow artist. Okay, here we are on doing colored pencils on Strathmore black mixed media paper. It's 300 GSM, so it's pretty thick, pretty heavy. I am doing a cat, the Wildcat mascot for Arizona State University. Hey, is it? Yeah, shoot. Oh my gosh. Anyway, it's for a friend. She graduated high school and she's going to the Wildcat College, Mascot School, Arizona. And so I'm making her a little card, a little have fun card, a little graduation card. So you'll see at the end, I put the logo and Go Cats. But I meant for this to be kind of a quick sketch, and it ended up taking a few hours because the black was hard to cover with the white. I mean, obviously, you're going to do more layers when you do white over black, but I kind of didn't expect, maybe because the paper was so thick, I'd never really worked on this mixed media black before. Anyway, I really like how it turned out. So with colored pencils, that's how it is anyway. You just have to be patient and work through the layers and just till you're happy. So what I did was I did my sketch with white layer. I actually sketched with white transfer paper. So I didn't do the grid method or anything because I just, like I said, I wanted to do this quick sketch. It's small. I think the actual size is maybe, I think the card was 5x7. So, the actual cat here is probably just, 4.5 by 4.5 inches, maybe something like that. So it's not that big, but I really wanted to focus more on the eyes and the ears and, the mouth, the teeth, kind of make it look cool. So anyway, so I'm doing my base layers and I'm realizing right about now, like, oh man, I gotta speed this up. So right there, I am not going to be doing a lot of detail for the body because I want it to be blurry back there because again, I want the focus on the eyes. So I'm kind of scribbling just to get the pencil on the paper, and I'm going to use OMS, odorless mineral spirits, just to blend it out and just to make, I'll do some darker colors, some darker values to get some depth and that sort of thing. But that's kind of why usually I like to say, you go with the fur. You always want to draw in the direction of the hair or fur growth. So, but when it's base layers and you just got to get pigment on the paper, sometimes it's a scribble. Sometimes you want to just get that oil or wax on there. So, now I'm getting in some darker values. And this pencil, this is the Faber Castell. I think it's a flesh color pencil. I have to look at the color. I'll have all the colors in the description below. But that color was excellent for blending. It worked so well with these kind of brown umbery colors that I'm using on the cat. And because it's a gift, I kind of got fun with the colors. You can see like the pink and the purples there under the ear, and I kind of made the eyes super green and blue and with a splash of bright yellow. So I'm it's a gift. I'm just making it fun. It's art, making it my own. I got the reference photo from pixabay.com, free reference photos. And I wanted something kind of, it's for a girl, so I didn't want anything like too, kind of too scary, it's just kind of like a cute cat, but something that did actually look like the mascot cat. So here I go with some fuchsia, then I go over it with a little, that looks like yellow ochre, and again, just to get kind of some fun splashes of color for my values so it stays bright and fun. So I basically, where I saw a light color or a reflection, I would put a pink or a yellow instead of, maybe like what instead of maybe more of a white or something like that. So there's that pink that I'm basically blending with. You can kind of see how nice it blends in the white, because pencil can tend to look chalky on black paper. And usually, when we put our white down, it's like our little magic pencil, right? When we're on white paper or any other toned paper or something, like white is our color. But yeah, it can definitely look chalky. So odorless mineral spirits, or another pencil to blend over the white. And then you can do final layers of white for the super, super fine highlights. Especially if you do odorless mineral spirits, then you can do white over that. But I always say I have a extra, like a little scratch piece of paper. So I think the original size of this paper was maybe 9 by 12 or 8.5 by 11. And like I said, this is only a 5 by 7. So I sliced off like a little, almost like a bookmark piece of paper, of this paper, to test my colors. And I blended, like, to test my yellows and my oranges here for the nose. I didn't just grab a yellow or orange. I wanted to make sure that they blended well and not create mud, right? I do have a video coming out, so stay tuned, about warm colors and cool colors. And when you mix warm and cool colors, that's when you have a tendency to get mud. So especially with watercolor, it's very easy to get mud. With colored pencil, you have a little bit more control with that, because as soon as you see something's going on, you can just kind of stop using it. But that's always why I test my colors first on my extra scratch paper, on the paper that I'm using for my project. And then I set those colors aside, say, yep, I like this one, I like this one. But back to the yellow and orange nose. So I made sure that yellow that I used and that red and that orange, they worked well together. They played nice together, as I like to say, that they didn't create like a brown or like a really dull yellow, or, so I always want to make sure. And when you find a color that you love and that's working really well together, write your colors down, because so many times I'll be playing with colors like, oh yeah, I like that one, I like that one. And then the phone will ring or something happens and I have to go, and I walk away and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have like 5 reds out here on my desk. What color did I just do? What was that one that I liked? So I've learned to, if I really like that color, I'm like, oh, that's the one. I write down the name right away, right underneath it, or the number. Number a lot of time is easier, it's faster. Just write down the number, and that way you've got it right there, and you don't have to go and waste time testing out which color you loved again. So I'm always preaching about keeping your pencils sharp, but I think because that pencil right there, that yellow ochre, is kind of getting down to the nub. I am just using it up, and because I have another one I'm going to do. Otherwise, always keep your pencil sharp. Always preaching, that's one of the number one rules of colored pencils, is keep your pencils sharp. See the detail I'm getting right there with my sharp pencil? And that is, I'm pretty sure that was a Derwent Lightfast white, which is a nice creamy white. I did use Derwent drawing white, the Chinese white, which is the angels, the white of white. So I think I did use that as my final layer. So you'll see that coming up. Now I'm getting in my black and getting in some final touches here, the final details, and glazing a little bit with some orange and the orange glaze from Polychromos, beautiful color, and getting the definition of the nose here because that is the closest to the viewer. So there's the Derwent drawing white. So I really want the nose to have detail, and there's the ASU. Oh God, I'm pretty sure it's ASU, the logo right there with the A. And yeah, so Derwent drawing Chinese white is what I was using. And so now I'm just filling in. And now this area, I don't want, even though it's just like half an inch away from the viewer, an inch, as far as dimension, like, because the cat's head is kind of slightly turned. So which ear is closer to the viewer, right? It's the one on the left, the one on the right, So I kind of always keep that in mind when I'm doing detail. So here we go with the whiskers. Again, super, super sharp. That's Polychromos white. Then I go over it to create a little, for some darker values, darker shades on the whisker, so it's not just a white line, because when you look at the whiskers in the reference photo, it's like, the light is bouncing off of them, and some areas are really bright and then some areas are kind of dull in the whisker, and then they fade out kind of thinner. So one of my aha moments for when I started drawing again was that if you want something to look lighter, then put something dark next to it. So you'll see here my black pencil I'm putting right next to the white pencil, and that will make the white around the eyes and the little fur there pop. Okay, here it is, the final piece. The logo, the Arizona logo there, go Cats, yay. So this was the card, and I put a little note on the back for the recipient, for the new college student. So it was really a fun gift to give, and definitely, I know some of you on my Facebook Colored Pencil Nerd page have been gifting your artwork, and I think it's fantastic. People really, really appreciate it. So don't be shy. Just go ahead and draw something and give it away, and you'd be really surprised how much people really like it. So thanks for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, all that fun stuff to make sure that I can keep bringing you more videos. Yay. Okay, bye, fellow artist.